Y'all girl Sheila, Hamp Ford, whatever her name is, said that she wants to hire a proven GM and a proven head coach. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. I'll tell you one thing about Americans. This ain't a black thing, a white thing, a Native American Indian thing, a white thing. This is an American thing. These people would drive around the parking lot to look for a spot closer to the door. Get your fat ass and lazy ass up and walk. I don't care where I'm parked. It got to be extremely cold. Matter of fact, it got to be extremely hot for me to do that. You wasting time, wasting gas, while driving and walking around. Man, you might as well just walk right on in there. Ain't no spot that far, unless you carrying in something heavy, and then you can drive your car back up to the door and get a TV or something like that. But it's an American thing. But let's talk about it. I mean, as far as the gym, yeah, I mean, Matt Millen wasn't proven. LaJuan and Mayhew went 0-16 with Millen. They wasn't proven. So, I like the proven GM thing. And I ain't had a proven GM in I can't even remember how long. I like that situation. But as far as the head coach, you know, proven. I mean, then that eliminates Rob, Salah, Eric Bieniemy. And people say, well, Bieniemy going to Houston. I'm not sure about that with his track record, his criminal history. But, you know, as far as the head coach, honestly, I can care less if he got his head coaching experience. All right, Matt Millen didn't, but Jim Schwartz didn't, but then Mariucci and Mario Marinelli didn't, but Mariucci had it and it didn't work. You know, don't limit yourself to just interviewing candidates that's done it before at the head coaching position. And I understand Matt Patricia, Jim Schwartz, Marinelli, all three first-time head coaches. You know, but if you're talking about guys that's done it before, you know, on top of that wish list, it got to be Jim Harbaugh. I mean, John Harbaugh, excuse me, not Jim. John Harbaugh. If he get fired from Baltimore, it got to be him. You know, but then that doesn't. I mean, what coach is out there? Bill Cowher. You know, you could go to that point, but I wouldn't limit myself. There's some great head coaches that came in for the first time and done great work. Mike Tomlin was a green head coach at one point. You know, Bill Belichick was a green head coach, and he didn't work out in Cleveland. Okay, I get it. But, you know, I just don't like for the Lions to limit themselves like that, because you might find an outstanding candidate. You're talking about guys that's at home. I mean, if it ain't Andy Reid, John Harbaugh, I mean, who are we talking about? Nick Saban? I doubt it. Sheesh. Like, who is legitimately out there? Raheem Morris will be in there. I can't really think of guys. Leslie Frazier will be in there. I mean, where else could you think for a minute? Ron Vera already got picked up. I really can't think of none off the top. I really can't think of none. I wouldn't be a fan of Dan Quinn at all. Damn, that's a good question. Who would be a good head coach? That's a great catch, and who's still out there, who available. Because think about it, if anybody out there that's available, that could have been got. I mean, you had the Washington football team. They wasn't a great opening. You had the Carolina Panthers opening. That's a good question. I mean, Marvin Lewis will be on top of that list, I would guess. That's somebody I'm real high on. You know, a lot of people say he didn't win it. Who has won in Cincinnati? Last time the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, Chris Collinsworth was that receiver. And unfortunately, I think they end up beating the 49ers and getting that ass tapped. So, you know, I'm probably thinking about Marvin Lewis got to be the guy then. What he did in Cincinnati, man, and since he left, is just night and day. And I ain't talking I'll be sure. Night and day. It was just like legitimately night and day. So Marvin Lewis, I mean, I guess Rex Ryan will be up in there. Louis Riddick had experience as a GM. I get there. So I'm guessing we talking about guys like that. And you know, Rex Ryan, my problem with Rex Ryan is he cared too much about defense. His downfall was they didn't get the right quarterback. Had Matthew Stafford went to the Jets instead of, you know, Butt Fumble Boy, what was his name? Pete Carroll told him he wasn't ready. Mark Sanchez, the Jets probably would have won a Super Bowl. But I'm liking Marvin Lewis, though. A lot of respect around the NFL. Every day Cincinnati play football. Every day go around the calendar, he looking better and better. as a football coach. Look at him. And to be honest, he had to deal with Andy Dalton. Had they had a better quarterback, no offense to Andy Dalton, but really being disrespectful to him, they would have won. You put Matthew Stafford in that Cincinnati situation, they had weapons. You know, and they got rid of him. And it shows. Like Marvin Lewis is like, if you just talking about the people that Sheila want, Marvin Lewis at the top of my list. Bar none. He at the top of my list. I know I just forgot some of the stuff. It is what it is. I got to go back. But Marvin Lewis is the guy. Rex Ryan, some of these guys like John Harbaugh, somehow Mike Tomlin become available, which I doubt it. Look at the coaches that could be fired this year. Let's look at the NFC. Nobody in the NFC West. Nobody in the NFC South. You know, Diane Quinn already got fired. Raheem Morris could be available. In the North, Mike Zimmer could be available. I don't think he's a bad head coach at all. Just Minnesota made a mistake, you know, drafting Kirk Cousins. But nobody want to admit that, like realistic Randy. He want to blame Mike Zimmer for everything. What about Kirk Cousins? What about Chris Spielman for getting rid of Xavier Rhodes and he still has something in the tank left? You know what I'm saying? You guys just think about stuff like that. Just keep going. AFC, I don't really see nobody that's available. Maybe Hugh Jackson, but he can be a part of Marvin Lewis thing. No Jay Gruden. John Harbaugh could be available. AFC South, I don't want Doug Marrone. I wouldn't mind Tom Coughlin as a GM, but he just had too many racist tendencies down there in Jacksonville. Read up on that story. I'm trying to think of anybody else. The East, ain't nobody really in there. John Gruden won't be available. So or Anthony Lynn might be available. You know, I don't think it's his fault that the Los Angeles Chargers have been bad. It's really the owner just cheap. So, you know, other guys I named, Raheem Morris, Anthony Lynn, Mike Zimmer, Doug Peterson from the NFC East. I would consider them. You know, Doug Peterson. Yeah, I mean, I don't like Doug Peterson, not him. His offense, I just don't like his offense the way he run it. He's sitting here running these sweeps out the shotgun position, which I think is just terrible. Best way to the end zone is north and south. And he running sweeps with 9 running cornerbacks. You know, that little option, that's what got Carson Wentz hurt. So personally, but you know, I'm just thinking about guys like Marvin Lewis at the top of my list. If I can convince Rex Ryan, to kind of, you know, give some thought to offense and kind of maybe get a co-head coach, maybe so, but I'm more of a Marvin Lewis guy. That's who I want to bring in. You know, he's going to have a good defense. You know, he can draft players and help the GM out. He drafted phenomenal talent in Cincinnati. Yeah, they ran him out of town. Look at y'all. Now y'all look like the Lions and the Browns of 2016. So that's where I'm going to go with. I'm more with Marvin Lewis. And people might not like that, but that is what it is. But, you know, then again, she interviewed those internal candidates for, you know, the GM position. And then she come out and say, well, I want somebody with experience. Well, what the fuck I just interviewed for? I don't like that. But then again, most companies in corporate America don't hire inside within. They go outside and then they want you to train the workers and train him on each station, which is just stupid to me. You get your ass out here and train them on this station. But you know what? Upper management don't even know how to do the job. 9 times out of 10. But as far as the GM, y'all get it. You know, you had, you know, this whole damn decade, you had non-experienced GMs. So I truly get it. So yeah, I mean, get you a person that know how to do the job. Simple as that. So I don't have a problem with GM. Look at all the people she interviewed. The dude from the Giants, the dude from the Texans, whose wife got sick, and then obviously him and Bill O'Brien have some issues. Everybody she hiring and she thinking about or interviewing, John Dorsey or whatever his name is, had experience. So I mean, I get it. But as far as the head coaching position, I'm not mad at her at all. I'm not mad at her at all, you know. So you got to get you somebody with experience. The water people here ain't cutting much, though. pay my bill. Might not be the most punctual on the bill, shit. They be overcharging people in Detroit on water, man. That's a true story, man. They be overcharging us like, sheesh. But, you know, at the end of the day, as far as the gym, I don't have no issue with it. Do your damn thing. Get whoever you want to be the gym. But you don't want to limit yourself in head coaching, though, man. But, you know, I think people deserve another chance. Raheem Morris, Marvin Lewis, Rex Ryan, and all those type of people. I think they definitely enjoy another chance, man. But inconveniencing me. Somebody moving into this house right here, so it was good not to have neighbors to the left or to the right of me. But other than that, man, I don't really have no issue with her thing. You know, you gotta remember the last 3 head coaches didn't have no job experience. You know, head coach experience. Jim Schwartz, Jim Caldwell. I forgot about Jim Caldwell. Jesus Christ. So yeah, but 3 of the last 4, Rod Marinelli, Jim Schwartz. Skip over Jim Caldwell and Matt Patricia. So, I mean, yeah, I ain't mad at her. I like her synopsis as far as the gym, but as the head coach, I don't know, man. But if you could have got Andy Reid, you know, one of them guys, Bill Belichick, of course, but I'm down with, what if they fire Sean McVay? I'll pick him up quick. But I'm down with, if you ask me my opinion, just off the guys I have in my head, by her standards, I want Marvin Lewis. And you know, I mean, out of the people they interviewed, I'll take the dude from Houston, or I'll take the dude from the Giants. Dude from the Giants won 2 Super Bowls. But the thing I like about the Rick Smith, so I'm talking about the Pacers. The thing I like about Rick Smith is that he has coaching experience. He won 2 Super Bowls as a DB coach with the Broncos in the 90s. And he got a lot of administration experience. So, I like one of those 2 so far, you know. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App CJ Good 313. Description. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone.